Example 5. Shanta runs an industry in a shed which is in the shape of a cuboid surmounted by a half cylinder. Surmounted by means below. So cuboid is below half cylinder. See, cuboid is here, above that half cylinder is there, or cuboid is below and there's a cylinder there. If the base of the shed is of dimension 7 cross 15 meters, see, base is 7 cross 15, 7 cross 15, and the height of the cuboidal portion is 8 meters. Find the volume of the air that the shed can hold. Further, suppose the machinery in the shed occupies a total space of 300 meter cube and there are 20 workers, each of whom occupy 0.08 meter cube space on an average, then how much air is in the shed? First they are telling you find the volume of air the shed can hold. That is no problem. How do you find the volume of the air the shed can hold? We can just say volume of total air in empty shed. Shed is empty, nothing is there in the shed. In empty shed. You can say is the volume of cuboid plus volume of half cylinder. Now they are telling you in the shed, here, there are people inside, some 20 people are there. There are machines. Now they all will occupy volume. All the machines together are occupying 300 meter cube. Each person is occupying 0.08 meter cube. How much is the total volume that is occupied, or how much is the air that is actually there when people are there in it? This is about empty shed. This is the actual air present. So how do we do this? Volume of air in empty shed minus how much of a volume these things occupy. Agreed? Yes. So let's try to solve this. So what can we say about the dimensions? Length of cuboid 15 meters, breadth of cuboid 7 meters, height of cuboid 8 meters. What about the cylinder? Please observe, this would be the cylinder if it was there fully, correct? So this is the diameter. The 7 is nothing but the diameter of the cylinder. So I can say radius is 7 by 2 meters. If this is the cylinder, this will be my height of the cylinder. That's nothing but 15 meters. So now applying the formula over here, volume of cuboid L into B into H, volume of half cylinder half into pi r square H, L 15, B 7, H 8 plus half into 22 by 7 into 7 by 2 into 7 by 2 into 15. On solving this we get 1128.75 meter cube. We are no longer doing area, we have stepped into volume, it's meter cube. Now what will be the volume of the air when machine and people are present? So take the whole volume of air in empty room or empty shed. From that you remove how much of a space the volume of the machines are occupying. and there are 20 people. Each person is occupying some amount of volume. So 20 people into volume of each person. One 1128.75 minus 300 minus 20 into 0.08. On solving this, we get 827.15 meter cube. Example 6. A juice seller was serving his customers using glasses as shown in this figure. The inner diameter of the cylindrical glass was 5 centimeters, but the bottom of the glass had a hemispherical raised portion which reduced the capacity of the glass. If the height of the glass was 10 centimeters, find the apparent capacity of the glass and its actual capacity. See, we're going to the juice seller. He's telling you this one glass is 20 rupees. Oh, you say, oh, this is quite a big glass. Good. But actually when you see in the glass, you will see that you are thinking that you are getting this much juice. So this is apparent capacity. But in reality, what is happening? There's a hemisphere inside. So the juice that can fill, when you fill the juice, only this much juice can fill, because there is a solid hemisphere inside. So this is the actual capacity. Capacity means volume. Whenever you see the word capacity in your math, you will look at it as volume. This is your actual juice quantity. This is your apparent juice quantity. This is what you think you are getting when you see the glass from outside. But actually inside there is a mass, solid mass here that's occupying space. So if I had to redraw this diagram here, the diameter is given as 5 and the height of the glass is 10. So this whole cylinder is the apparent capacity. This is the actual capacity. Let's solve this. What is the radius? 5 by 2 centimeters. Height 10 centimeters. Apparent capacity of the juice. Nothing but the volume of cylinder. Pi r square h. 22 by 7 into 5 by 2 into 5 by 2 into 10. On solving this, we get 196.25 centimeter cube. Now what will be the actual capacity? Actual capacity will be apparent capacity, or you can say volume of cylinder minus, so volume of the whole cylinder minus the volume of hemisphere. Volume of cylinder, we already got it, 196.25 minus 2 by 3 pi r cube. 196.25 minus 2 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 5 by 2 the whole cube. On solving this, we get 163.54 centimeter cube. Example 7. A solid toy is in the form of a hemisphere surmounted by a right circular cone. Hemisphere below cone. So we have a hemisphere and there's a cone on top. The height of the cone is 2 centimeters. Same thing, okay? And the diameter of the base is 4 centimeters. Diameter is 4, so what will the radius be? 2. So height of the cone 2 centimeters. Radius is 4 by 2, 2 centimeters. Determine the volume of the toy. So we will first do this part, then we'll go back to the question. So first, now let's find the volume of the toy. So what will be the volume of the toy? Volume of toy is equal to volume of hemisphere plus volume of cone. Agreed? Okay, we'll solve this. Now, if a right circular cylinder circumscribes the toy, find the difference of the volumes of the cylinder and the toy. So there's a cylinder circumscribing, just covering it. Think of it as a case covering it. You have to find the volume, the difference between the volume of cylinder and toy. Volume of cylinder minus the volume of toy. So, what will be the radius of the cylinder? Same radius as this. Yes. So, you can say this one also 2. What about the height? If this is 2, this is also 2. So, height of cylinder will become 2 plus 2, which is 4. So, 2 by 3 pi r cube plus 1 by 3 pi r square h. You can take pi r square if you want common. Pi r square 3, you can take all of it common and do, or you can directly substitute, choice is yours. 2 by 3 into 22 by 7 into r is 2, 2 cube plus 1 by 3 into 22 by 7 into 2 square into h, which is again 2. On solving we get, so 2 by 3, in the question they have given pi as 3.14, so take 3.14, r is 2, 2 cube, so plus 1 by 3 into 3.14 into 2 square into h is again 2. On solving this, we get 25.12 centimeter cube. Now, volume of cylinder. Let's find the volume of the case. Then you have to take the difference of the two. So, volume of cylinder is equal to pi r square h. H now here is cylinder's h, not the previous h. R remains same, so you can use that. 3.14 into r, which is 2 square, h is now 4. We get 50.24 centimeter cube. Now they've asked for volume of the difference. So volume of the difference asked is volume of cylinder minus volume of toy. 50.24 minus 25.12, which gives us 25.12 centimeter cube.